Hi, I'm Alessandra Chufo. Now you may remember me from when I was 11 years old competing on Food Network's Rachel vs. Guy Kids Cook-Off, or when I was 15 and I won Guy's Grocery Games. So now I'm 19 years old, I'm a sophomore in college, and I've got a lot to share with you guys. This series is all about exploring quick, healthy, and delicious recipes that you can make for yourself while you're at school. College is a fun and exciting time, filled with learning new things, meeting new people, and really finding out who you are and where you fit in the world. Now, all of that mixed with having to cook for yourself can seem overwhelming and a daunting task. For this reason, lots of students resort to eating fast food, which is high in sugar and fat. This bad habit is exactly one of the reasons that college students are so susceptible to getting sick. What if cooking a delicious and healthy, inexpensive meal could be easily done? Well, that's what I'm here for, and that's what I'm going to show you today. Today, we're going to be making chili lime cilantro shrimp taco. I can make this dish in 30 minutes, which leaves me time to get right back to my important college work. You know, like binge watching Netflix until 12 a.m. and then starting the 5-page paper I have due tomorrow. For this dish, you're gonna need the following ingredients: whole wheat tortillas, fresh cilantro, frozen shrimp, zero-fat Greek yogurt, chili powder, honey, olive oil, salt, pepper, tomatoes, red onion, avocado, and limes. You can also find the full list of ingredients and recipe below in the description. The first thing we have to do for this recipe is to marinate the shrimp. The reason I do this first is so that it can get all the flavor while we're preparing everything else that we need for the dish. Nowadays, most fish is flash frozen on the very boat it's caught on. By freezing it at its peak of freshness, you're able to preserve the flavor, the texture, and the nutrition. To deal with the frozen shrimp, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to take room temperature water and have the shrimp soaking in it for a while to get it to defrost. For the marinade, I'm going to be using limes, cilantro, chili powder, and honey. You're going to want to mix it all together and put it in the fridge to chill out while you get everything else ready. The next part of this dish is creating a guacamole to go on top of the tacos. Now, I love guacamole because guacamole involves avocados. And if you know me, you know I love avocados. Aside from the cute appearance of these lovely little fruits, they are incredibly nutrient dense, packed with essential vitamins and omega-3 fatty acids. The first thing you want to do is cut the avocado lengthwise. Next, you're going to want to remove the pit from the avocado. Now be careful doing that. Now the way that I like to remove the meat from the skin is cutting it in quarters and peeling it back. This way, the skin on the outside stays nice and smooth without any blemishes. Next, you're going to cut the avocado lengthwise and then again in cubes and then add it into your bowl. Next, I'm going to grab a red onion and a tomato and dice them up and add them in with the avocados. After peeling the outer layer, we're going to use the same technique, cutting lengthwise and then in a dice. These onions have me crying more than when I watch A Star is Born. Add them in the bowl and do the same with the tomatoes and add those as well. Now I'm going to add the juice of half of a lime, a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of chopped cilantro, and the guac is good to go. I like my guac a little chunky, so for me, this is perfect. Let's give it a little taste and see if we need to tweak it by adding any more salt and pepper. I love guacamole so much. So before I make the crema, I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees. This way, it has time to get hot before I place my tortillas in aluminum foil and put them in the oven so they get nice and warm and toasty. Now we're gonna make our healthy crema. The first thing we need is half of a single serving of zero-fat Greek yogurt. Next, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of honey, some chili powder, and the juice of half of a lime, and then mix it all together. while our tortillas get nice and toasty, we can finally start working on the shrimp. So we're gonna go over to the stove and we're gonna heat up these babies. Set the heat to medium high, add a little bit of olive oil, and wait for it to get nice and hot before I add the shrimp. You're gonna add all of your shrimp and cook them for about 2 minutes on each side. Honestly, you just have to keep a good eye out for them depending on the heat level of your specific stove because you don't want to overcook the shrimp. Once the shrimp start becoming opaque, that's when you know it's time to flip them over to the other side. To thicken the sauce without overcooking the shrimp, bring all the shrimp on one side and tilt the pan so that just the sauce is on the heat. Once that's done, take all the shrimp off the pan and then pour the sauce over them, keeping them nice and juicy. By the time the shrimp are done, your tortillas are definitely ready to come join the party. Check these out. Nice and steamy. Just perfect. All of the components for the tacos are ready to go. Now you get to do my favorite part. You get to assemble the tacos. So you're gonna take one of the tortillas and put them right in the middle of your plate. I'm gonna make 2 tacos right now because I'm hungry. Next, I'm gonna add a few shrimp onto each taco. Add a little bit of my guacamole with my lovely avocados. Whoops, there goes a tomato. Right on top. On the other guy. I'm gonna add a little dollop of some crema that I just scooped up. Right on top. Right on top. A little bit more of a sprinkle of some fresh cilantro. Look at these beauties. They're my little taco children, and I love them so much. Now I will eat you, taco children, and I won't feel bad because you look delicious and I'm hungry. Time to taste the tacos. Okay, let's pick up a little taco, man. I'm gonna roll him up like a little burrito almost. Okay, I hope this isn't too messy. Get a little bit of everything in that bite. You know, I'm getting the nice little kick of the chili, fresh lime and cilantro, a little bit of the crema, fresh shrimp. This is absolutely delicious. Like, I literally will run out of my classes and come home and make this again, maybe tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. I am going to delete this. Lori. Everybody, this is one of my roommates, Lori. You need to taste this taco. I'm feeling like in the sharing mood.
Oh my god, this looks so good.
Get over here and dig in. So roll it up and go in. Ready? College student tested approved. You gotta try it. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope that you go home and you try this recipe, and if you do, tag me, please. I want to see how it comes out and I want to know how you enjoyed it. Also, follow me on Instagram at Alessandra Chufo. The name's below, and I hope to see you next week.